Okay, and welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you've been able to join us this week on this group coaching call, which is fitness in all shapes, sizes, and ages. So I'm Erleen Tilton. I'm excited to be on here with you, and hopefully this picture isn't too distracting, but I thought it was kind of cute. You know, we all do come in different sizes and shapes and ages, and the principles that I share with you today really apply to all of us. So hopefully I can help you with where you are in life and what you need by some of the things that I share. So what's wrong with this? I think it's such a funny little cartoon, but it is so real to so many people in our world today. Feeling like they wake up backwards. They're always tired, but as they go to bed, they're wide awake. And this is a common problem with the people that I coach, and a lot of people that I talk to, they feel this. So the first thought I want to present you with is, if you're not active in the day, what gives your body the need to relax at night? A lot of people don't even think about that. But this is why we have day and night. Day is a time to be active. And so many people do a lot of sitting. Even myself, I have to make sure that I get up and have those active segments in my day because I do a lot of sitting. So the bottom line is, if you're really not active in the day, this is often typical. But in addition, here are some other culprits that are really a huge part of what's going on here. Number one, people lack exercise and physical activity. That is definitely number one. Number two is poor diet. When we eat a lot of processed foods, that creates a sluggish gut. And it can be a real problem when it comes to even wanting to be active. We feel like, oh, we just ate. We want to just go curl up on the sofa and find some more comfort foods and watch a good movie or something. But this is not doing us any good. Number three is lack of adequate nutrition. Most of us are not getting enough good nutrition to even help our bodies function optimally. We are just not. And number four, most people do not get enough water to cleanse effectively. And you know what? Every day there's these three main components. We've got to eat and get good supplements to create that good nutrition. We've got to make sure and drink to cleanse. And then we've got to make sure that we get physically active in some way. We're going to talk about different ways that we can do that. So evidence shows there are many health benefits of daily exercise. Now, I'm going to go through several different areas. And just so you know, this is all backed by evidence. This is not something that's coming out of my little brain. It's really what evidence is showing us, okay? So exercise can actually boost our brain health and memory. So exercising can increase your heart rate. It increases the flow of blood and oxygen to your brain. It stimulates the production of hormones, enhancing growth of brain cells. In that way, it enhances our cognitive processes like thinking, attention span, perception. It sharpens our memory. So if you haven't thought of exercise for that reason, it's a really, really important of brain health and memory. Exercise can actually lower stress. Now, next week, my whole presentation will be about stress. It will be very, very important for you to make sure that you get in on that one. But if just we understand how important exercise is for stress, physically active people actually have lower rates of anxiety and depression than sedentary people. With strenuous activity, your body actually learns how to manage these responses. It breaks the stress cycle by releasing endorphins in the brain, and it relieves tension throughout your body. When your body feels better, actually, so does your mind. You will feel better overall. Exercise can uplift your emotions. When you exercise, this actually increases your oxygen and decreases your feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress. This increases your production of endorphins, which is what creates those positive feelings, and it really energizes your spirit. It also triggers a release of dopamine and serotonin, and those naturally help to improve our moods. This also promotes neural growth, reduces inflammation, and creates new patterns that promote calming and well-being. And then it can create quiet time to break out of that cycle of negative thoughts that feed depression. Exercise can actually raise your energy. I have a lot of people that say, I don't feel like exercising. Sometimes you have to just put your body in motion and move your body in order to feel like exercising. Because regular exercises really does reduce fatigue. Aerobic exercise specifically boosts the cardiovascular system. It improves lung health, and it significantly boosts your energy levels. Your heart becomes more efficient, and it helps move oxygen through your blood, making your muscles actually become more efficient as well. And this results in less demand on your lungs, especially if you have any type of respiratory problems. I think that this is a really good note. And the more you exercise, the more your body likes exercise. So really, really good for raising your energy and feeling a need to want to have more activity in your day. Exercise can actually reduce pain. So it's interesting, this first thing, it says for years, rest and inactivity was recommended for chronic pain. But recent studies show that exercise helps relieve the chronic pain. I know this for a fact. Anytime my knees start hurting, the first thing I do, and the first thing I know I need to do, is start doing my stairs. And so I start going up and down my stairs several times a day, about 15 times in a row, 20 times in a row. And people say, oh, that would kill my knees. Exactly. You know what? It shows that exercise helps to relieve the chronic pain. And so I know that if my knees are hurting, I am doing more sedentary things than my body needs. And I need to get going, doing those stairs, those squats. Anyway, this improves overall quality of life as far as reducing pain. And so the exercise actually lessens chronic lower back pain, fibromyalgia, chronic soft tissue, and shoulder disorders. And it also raises our pain tolerance and decreases pain perception. So there's a lot of really good things that we can gain from exercise as far as pain relief. Exercise can actually drop unwanted pounds. Now, most of us really like that because when we exercise, we actually burn more calories, which burns fat. We tone our muscles. But specifically, aerobic and resistance training can actually counter the loss of bone and mass. So exercise builds our bone density, it builds muscle mass, and it decreases body fat, which also helps to prevent disease. So it all works together. I always say, wow, we have such a beautiful system. It works in so many ways when we just exercise. Exercise can actually reduce the risk of chronic disease. Now, I love this photo, this elderly man, and it's just wonderful to see that picture. But the truth is, when we exercise, this improves our insulin sensitivity, our heart health, our body composition. It decreases our blood pressure and cholesterol levels. But look, it helps reduce to prevent some of these conditions. And I think that that's so amazing when you stop and think about what exercise can actually do. Specifically, and the reason I love this picture is because I know two people personally, or have in my lifetime, that in their 90s, they were dancing, they were playing baseball, they kept active lives, and they lived longer, but healthier because they were active and they exercised regularly. So this just really goes to show that the more we exercise, that we can really reduce the risk of chronic illness and disease. And I think that that's something that we all want to do. Exercise can actually improve our skin. And this is maybe eye-opening for a lot of people, but if you look at these bullet points, it improves the blood flow to nourish your cells. And by improving blood flow, this removes toxins from your skin. It decreases stress, which improves the outcome for chronic skin conditions. It helps prevent and reverse the signs of aging, and improving overall health places less stress on your skin. So to me, that all makes sense why that would work. And then last but not least, exercise can actually improve our sleep. Like I said earlier, getting active in the day can help you sleep better at night. This actually stimulates the restorative process during your sleeping time. It increases your body temperature while you're exercising, and then it can improve the quality as your body temperature drops while you're sleeping. So exercise helps reduce sleep latency, or the time that it takes to fall asleep. It helps you get back to sleep after you wake up. It helps with your sleep duration and sleep quality, all of those areas. Both stretching and resistant exercises improves sleep for people with insomnia or sleep issues. So there's so many things can be improved by just exercising. So here are several ways that I've listed that you can actually think of working out daily. Just getting out in the sunshine and going on a brisk walk is great. And you kill two birds with one stone, because you are out there and you're getting some good sunshine, good fresh air, which is great. You can do some floor routines or do some weightlifting. Get on a treadmill. That is my least enjoyable way of working out. However, there's other people that enjoy that, so I'm not bashing it, or working at a gym. Getting out and hiking, make it a family affair, or just get out and enjoy the great outdoors. And if you don't have mountains to hike on, then basically find those scenic trails. And I've seen that in so many different developments throughout the city. There are more and more trails that are nice walking paths. And they're really great for those that really want to have a great walking experience. The mini trampoline, it's another way to do a home workout and feel really good and energized. Additionally, there are at-home cardio workouts. Now, I have followed several of these programs and I love them, because all I have to do is look at the book and I just start from one and then go to another. I mean, you're doing them for 30 to 60 seconds at a time, and it's great. I can put something on in the background. I can just enjoy doing those exercises. They're pretty easy, no equipment needed. And actually right now I'm doing an online one. It's actually called V Shred. This is something that I do 3 times a week. I'm really consistent about this. I really love the V Shred program for women because it's a 90-day program. And actually, you can watch videos every day. The reason I say I only do it 3 times a week is because he has off days. He says, okay, this is your cardio day. Just go do some cardio. And I like to integrate my stairs and my yoga and my stretching and some other routines that I have with the V Shred. So V Shred is something that I really, really like doing. And to be honest, I think it was $37 and I have the program for life. To me, it's definitely worth every penny of it. And I'm not trying to sell you on that, but sometime you can get an online program. I love exercising either outside my home or in the comfort of my home. I'm not one that likes to run to a gym, or I don't like fake exercise equipment. I like the real thing. I like to work with my body. And then again, that picture at the bottom right is doing stairs. And if you have a set of stairs, it's really good to do stairs. It's excellent for your knees. It's excellent for developing your wind and your lungs. So stairs are really, really good exercise for you. If you combine exercise with some brain boosting activities, that's even better. So when I do my own exercise at home, I actually listen to audiobooks. You can do meditation, you can do audio scriptures, podcasts, or even turn on great movies. And I have found that if I have something like this going, I stick with it longer. So I'm not one that likes earphones. I don't like that. A lot of people that are out jogging or walking, sometimes that's the best way to go. So I can tell you right now, I'm listening to a 9-series audiobook, and I'm on series number 4. It's been great. I really, really enjoy listening to audiobooks, my audio scriptures, my podcasts. To me, it's just a way to utilize the time. It's maximizing your time. You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone because you are exercising and then you are increasing or boosting your brain power in the same time. So it's not wasting time. I feel like it's making my time count twice as much. So if you want to accelerate the benefits of exercise, here's some ideas. First of all, start with a good diet. Everything you do, we really still need to start with good eating habits. This is super, super important. And secondly, we need to make sure that we're getting good supplements. Good foundational supplements are super, super important. Top right, I always recommend that you hydrate yourself thoroughly with water and then add a few drops of lemon essential oil, because water is hydrating, but the lemon is cleansing. It helps to pull the petrochemicals from your cells. So we need that, especially during exercise. This is a way that we can actually remove toxins from exercising. And this comes out through our sweat. So we really want to hydrate and cleanse while we're exercising. I have found that peppermint and breathe are really, really good for opening up your diaphragm, opening up your airways so that you can actually breathe better and it's more sustaining. So whether it's the peppermint roll-on or the bottle, or the breathe roll-on or the bottle, either one works, whichever works for you. If this helps you to sustain your wind, then use that before you exercise or go walking. Now, also, I've found balance to be a good oil to put on my wrists or actually behind my neck when I exercise. It's great because it really brings balance to your body. So these are just excellent tools and fuel that can really help accelerate the benefits of exercise. Keep in mind that every day you eat calories, you must also burn calories. So it's important to eat but also burn. And this is why we need exercise so much. Additionally, I have found that our tummy tells us that it's time to eat. And we normally schedule meals, but we need to also schedule our exercise, just like we do our meals. So set the time for yourself. When are you going to exercise? Schedule it. Super, super important. Just like you do your meals. You have those on schedule, so schedule your exercise time too. And I'm one that says schedule it every day. There are some days that it doesn't happen, but at least I'm not saying, okay, I'm going to do it 3 times a week. And then if it doesn't happen, it might be once, if you're lucky, right? So if you schedule it every day, then if you fall off the bandwagon and get too busy or we have days where we're up at 6 o'clock and we're, leaving out of town, and, there's days like that, right? We have other things in our schedule. We have life to live. But for the most part, if you're home doing your regular routine, schedule your exercise just like you do your meals. Super, super important. And I have found for those people that say, I can't do it because my doctor says not to, or because my knees are so bad, or because of this and that and the other, there are still things that you can do. So don't ever let anybody tell you you cannot exercise, because you even go on YouTube and find exercise routines that will fit your needs. Do you have any questions on anything that we've gone over here today?
No, it's really good information.
Good.
I was always surprised to hear what you were talking about, because since I have started all the things that you recommended, and the morning with water and lemon and all the things, I find that I go to bed and I go to sleep right away. And when I wake up, I don't wake up so tired. So I really do believe all that works.
Awesome.
And
Very
living with Jenny and Christy, I'm a lot more active, and that's really good.
good. You know what? And I think that definitely does help when you're living with other people. Yes, it really does help you stay more active than if you were living by yourself. So I agree with you totally. Good.
And I've learned from you about morning fasting until noon, and then eating between noon and 7, and not eating after 7. No treats, no drinks, nothing. And the tip that you gave about cleaning your mouth, brushing your teeth, cleaning your mouth right after dinner. And it takes away all the urges to, I'll just have this one little sweet or whatever. And I sleep much better now. Thank you, Erleen.
You're welcome. Good. Well, I'm glad those tips are helping you. And you know what? That's why I have these coaching calls. I really sometimes it's just little tiny tweaks that we can do in our day that make a huge difference. And if we just, over the course of, a few months, if we did a dozen different tweaks, it could be huge for us and really supporting our bodies and our health. So great. Well, awesome. Well, thank you, everyone. I'm so happy that you are on this call today and grateful that you've learned a few things. Please put them into practice, and we'll be in touch soon.